What's up, nerds? So, if you're excited about Fantastic Beasts like I am, I'm going to give you right now an update on the new movie that just wrapped, Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. First, you probably saw this picture right here. It is the picture of the full cast and everything, and we're just going to talk about it a little bit and put some new pictures and everything up on here. So, the first one I want to talk about is the four main characters, and of course we have Newt Scamander, and we have Tina, Queenie, and Jacob. Now I have to admit, it's fine. Obviously, Newt would be back, but then we've got Tina, and that's fine because they do get married and everything. But then we have Queenie and Jacob. Now, I'm okay with them being back for this one, and I know they'll be back for all five movies, but I can tell you right now, these two characters, Queenie maybe, Jacob no. Jacob does not need to be in this movie, and he was my favorite part of the foursome in the last movie, but he doesn't need to be in this movie, and he doesn't need to be carried on throughout the rest of the series. But I know they're gonna keep him, and that's fine, but it's just like, when you're traveling the world, you don't need to bring your girlfriend's sister and her boyfriend along. Okay, I'm just sorry. You don't need to. And in my opinion, they're not integral to the story. Um, One thing that they're also bringing back, and I'm pretty sure it's just for a small piece of it, is President Pickery. And I didn't like her in the last movie. Long story short, I think she's a horrible president, a horrible leader, and a horrible person. She blames Tina in the last movie for not telling her about the case. Being in New York, but she kicked her out beforehand. She's like, "Get out," and everything. And then also, she orders to kill Credence. And in America, we have this little thing called due process, which he was not given, and that's wrong, in my opinion. All right, so let's jump into these photos, okay? So in this first one, we have a picture of Newt Scamander with a postcard from Paris, and it says Paris on it. You can see that plainly. I think this is a postcard from either Lita Lestrange or his brother Theseus, and I believe it's because if you look at this picture right here, they are obviously together. They're a couple, and they are I believe it's them inviting him to come to Paris, probably something like a marriage, or kind of like a save the date or something. It's not an invitation to their wedding, because that would be an invitation, not a postcard. So obviously he's going to Paris. Then you see this one of Newt and Jacob on the streets, and I don't know if this is the streets of Paris, but I'm just going to assume it is, and everything. And, they're probably just doing their thing, hunting down Grindelwald and everything. So, it's just basically your old, just walking through the streets kind of thing. This one is of Newt and Tina, and they look like they're in distress in this picture. And if you look at this picture, you can see that there's numbers behind them, and so maybe they're looking at some like safety deposit boxes, meaning a bank of some sort, kind of like we saw Gringotts in the Harry Potter series. Maybe this one just takes place in Paris. And then also you can see, or maybe it is a post box and everything. So, because he got the postcard. So maybe that has to do something with, because maybe he got the postcard while he's in Paris, and maybe something happened there. I'm not sure, and everything. Obviously I don't know, because I haven't seen the movie yet. Then there's this picture, and it's Newt in the sewers. And I'm curious as to what he's looking at, because he looks kind of like in distress. Obviously there's going to be beasts in this movie, so maybe it is a beast. One place that I'm hoping that they go to in this movie is the catacombs of Paris. I think that this would be a really great place to go to. It's got skulls everywhere. It's very dark artsy-ish. And I think it looks great. So, I mean, if they don't utilize this location while they're in Paris, of all places, it would be a travesty, in my opinion. So, then there's Ezra Miller, and he plays Credence from the last movie. And then he, right here, is with an unidentified Maledictus, I believe it's a Maledictus is called. And that is played by Claudia Kim. She looks very pretty. And she carries a blood curse that makes her transform into a beast. And then she is also the main attraction at a wizarding circus / freak show. First off, I just want to say I think it's Newt is fantastic beast and where to find him, and she turns into a beast. So that's and Credence is kind of a beast because there was an obscure, because he's an obscurus, so it's obvious he would be attracted to her because they both have these rare things happen to them, and then it's crazy how Newt would find them, kind of thing, because they're both beasts or whatnot. But they look like they're going to be in a relationship, and then I find it weird that there's a wizarding circus and everything, but there's a circus or whatnot. All right, and then we have Dumbledore, and I think Dumbledore, he looks good. It's Jude Law, and he looks good, but he doesn't look like he does in the Harry Potter movies. He wears very more theatrical kind of long robes, and he's very distinct and everything. In this one, he looks very plain, and I blame director David Yates for this. I think that he takes the uniqueness and the great look that is the wizarding world, and he makes it very plain, very business suit-like, and I personally don't like it. I wish they would go back to say the wizarding look of the films 1 and 2 of Harry Potter, but and everything. And then, of course, there's Grindelwald, and he looks great. I'm not huge on the different colored eyes. They never did that in the Harry Potter movies, so I don't know why they would start that now. But then again, in the Harry Potter movies, all no, they had the coloring in the video, but I just don't like it. But it could have happened after he had stolen the wand and everything. So then this picture we have Grindelwald and one of his followers, and this is Poppy Corby-Tuech, I think that's how you say her hyphen name. And then she is playing Vinda Rosier, and the Rosiers are a part of the Harry Potter universe, but I'm excited. She looks great. I love this look. I do think this is more of this looks more like the Beauxbatons hats. The hat she's wearing is more like the Beauxbatons hat that the girls from Beauxbatons was wearing in Goblet of Fire. So I think she looks great. I think that both of them look great and everything. And so this is the update on all the pictures that have been released so far. There's one of Newt Scamander and Jude Law behind the scenes. They're sitting in their chairs on the set, but I didn't add this one in there because I don't care. I don't care about that unless there's somebody in there that we haven't seen an official picture of them in the movie. But I cannot wait for this movie. I'm super excited. I hope you're excited. If you guys want to check out some other my videos that I've done, you can check them out down below. Leave your comments. What do you think about this movie, or what are you most excited about? And go ahead and hit that like button if you feel like it. Subscribe if you want to, whatever. I will check you guys later. Goodbye.